back, my dear souls. As you can hear, my voice is a little sore, and I hope you can understand anyways. I feel very good otherwise, but my voice is missing a little bit. So let's dive right in. Today's topic is vanity. Vanity and pride. Why is vanity not good? Why is vanity something that we should avoid in our daily life? First of all, the definition of vanity is excessive pride in or admiration of one's appearance or achievements. So what is the deal with vanity? What should we do with vanity? Mostly we see it from outside. We don't see our own vanity usually. So what happens when a person is doing that, bragging in order to be admired? It switches the other person off. Have you experienced it when a person is doing that? Mostly this kind of bragging, this kind of showing off, mostly comes from insecurity feelings. So this person wants to impress by his or her deeds or actions or experiences. The person is telling you a story and hopes that with that story you are in awe and in admiration and can get that kind of acknowledgement that this person needs. So whenever we want to impress somebody by telling them what we've done, what we've studied, what we've experienced, in which countries we've lived, and how much money we have, which expensive restaurants we visit, and how many travels we do. And social media is full of that. That's kind of a showing off so that we are seen, that we are loved. We want to be loved and seen, recognized, included, admired. But all it does is to divide people. I was an expert in showing off, but I only showed off so that people couldn't come close to me emotionally. I told everybody a certain story, that I've lived in New York and that I'm producing films and everything was true. But this was my story. But I didn't find my own soul or personality or me, myself, that worthy to talk about. So I talked about my accomplishments, about people got hooked on these stories. But the real conscious people didn't get hooked on it. They would ask me things like, yeah, but I can see you are not happy. Or I can see that there's something else going on behind your facade. Behind all your funny and colorful stories, there's something else going on. So the true connection is to share vulnerabilities. That is the true connection between people. To communicate, to show compassion. And your vanity and the vanity that you see in other people are mostly insecurities about their own person. So you can either approach them and take off their masks by getting very personal and vulnerable yourself and showing an alternative way of communicating, or you walk away because you don't feel inspired to do that, to get a deeper connection with that person. You can be proud when you accomplish something or overcome an obstacle or challenge. Be careful, don't make a story out of it. Don't make a story out of it that identifies you, because you bind yourself to that kind of identification and you don't stay open to all kind of other bigger, greater opportunities. Try to lose your identity, everything that you think defines you, the way of behavior or whatever you do. Take away all that, because the essence of you is the true connection. It doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't matter who you are. Take care of your own happiness, fulfill your own needs, and that's it. And in the spiritual area, where there are lots of coaches, there is also lots of ego, so-called ego, vanity, and yoga teachers. On the way, they have forgotten about the true, real meaning. It's about giving, understanding, finding the truth, being love, living self-love and compassion, getting deeper, opening up, becoming vulnerable. So be careful about any kind of excessive pride inside of you and outside of you when people approach you with what they can do and what they have reached and how successful they are. Check their intention. Don't join into that kind of conversation, because it's not a true connection and it will harm you too if you join in. If you didn't have what you have, if you didn't have the house, the boat, the beauty, the beautiful body, the experiences, the knowledge, if you didn't have all that, and all of us will lose their youth or have lost their youth. What makes you, you? It's the energy, it's the way of feeling that you spread. I'm not perfect every day. Nobody is. Even not machines are not perfect. Even machines need some repair. And so whenever that happens, when someone is vain, or when you catch yourself showing off, then pull yourself back again. Try to feel your body. Remember what's really important. To feel connected, to become vulnerable. Because that's also part of the path to happiness and true fulfillment and connectedness, to live a life full of sense and with joy. Don't criticize yourself too much. We are all the same, but we are all special individual souls. What's important for you might not be important for others. When you meet vanity, either inside of you or inside of others, be aware of it, that it's meaningless. The true meaning is to feel, to go your own path, and that it's not comparable to anyone else. Most of the time, people that carry vanity, lots of vanity inside of them, haven't found their true calling yet. They define themselves with goods, with things, with knowledge. They are still defining themselves. They are not being themselves. And defining is what the head does. So by defining yourself, you're caging yourself in to all the unlived possibilities that you might not see yet. Maybe you want to reflect on vanity or being vain. Is there something of it in you, inside of you, about your looks, about your body, about what you have, your money on a bank account, your possessions? Are you defined through it? Are you ashamed for it if they are not there? In which areas in your life are you not neutral? In which areas of your life do you pretend or hide because you fear the judgment? And most of the time you fear judgment when you judge yourself. And do you really need to show a certain story? Do you really need to put yourself into a category, into a drawer? So find ways of not judging. And vanity is a judgment in itself. Maria Angelou said, people forget what you've done. People forget what you said, but they will never forget how you made them feel. So have a beautiful day. Best wishes from Stuttgart in Germany. Yvonne, much love.